I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva. I'm Dr. Andy Barrett, Superintendent of District 304.
And I'm his subordinate employee, Mr. Breakup, also of Mr. Breakup's speech class.
We're your first set of teacher anchors this week on GTV. We hope you enjoyed prom this weekend, and we're so glad all the seniors are here for today for this great broadcast.
Yeah, some of them anyway. Playtime is over, and now the pain begins. We've got some important information on finals to share. Also that and so much more, because GTV News starts right now.
Here are your morning announcements for Monday, May 19th.
Starting today, tutoring in the subject areas on screen will be offered after school in the library all week.
Be sure to take advantage of that tutoring because finals will begin a week from this Thursday. This is the schedule for finals for periods 1 through 3. Buses will be leaving at 12:50 that day.
If you're done with a textbook already, you can return them to the Textbook Cafe Monday or Thursday morning. There will also be returns during the week of finals in the EE hallways.
We know that this is a topic that most students, teachers, and parents often don't want to think about, but it's important. The dangers of the drug fentanyl.
Our health teachers invited a guest speaker to GHS a few weeks ago who shared his tragic story of an unimaginable loss in hopes that maybe it would save one teenager's life.
GTV's Liam Reber has the story.
It was about 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night in April of 2021, and there was a knock on the door, and the Illinois State Trooper eventually told me that, my son had passed away.
And in that moment, Dean Jeski's mission in life was forever realized.
Ultimately, I decided I would do it because I knew in my heart that it's what Peter would want me to do.
After his 22-year-old son, Peter, died from an accidental fentanyl overdose, he has devoted his life to making students understand that one pill can kill.
It's Peter. He's always with me. There are times, I'm going to start to get emotional now, but there are times when I'm on stage and I'm recounting that story, which I've recounted so many times, where I start to get choked up and I can just feel Peter there with me, helping me get through it.
It's what brought him to this place, with a captive audience of teenagers. With hands grasped and intense stares, they listen as he spoke of the boy he lost.
He liked being around his buddies. He just really loved hanging out with his buddies.
Dean says Peter was not a drug user or an addict. He was an ambitious student with 2 brothers, a star football player who did what a lot of young people do, and it cost him his life.
I had never heard of fentanyl, and that's one of the problems. Like, there's a lot of people out there still that don't know what fentanyl is. Rather than the old 80s just say no, that's not a particularly effective way to talk to young people. So we say just say no, KNOW. And what that means is, educate yourself, learn about this.
Dean says he knows this will never bring Peter back, but he can still feel his son's presence at every presentation.
I know that's what Peter would want, and I can't bear the thought of this happening to another young person and their family and friends.
For GTV News, I'm Liam Reber.
Last year alone, the DEA seized more than 60 million fentanyl-laced fake pills, which is the equivalent of 380 million lethal doses of fentanyl.
That was a very powerful reality check. Thanks, Liam, for bringing us that important story. The final Students Against Destructive Decisions, or SAD Club meeting, will be tomorrow after school in room EE 191. Join them for an end-of-the-year celebration.
National English Honor Society applications are now open. Sophomores and juniors, check your email for information. All applications are due by 3:00 p.m. on Friday. See Mrs. Backman or Ms. Burns with questions. The weather today is looking a little chilly with a high of 58 and a low of 49.
And tomorrow it's going to be rainy with a high of 55 and a low of 48. Here's 3 to know before we go.
Students who have earned over 20 give hours this year, please stop by the cafeteria on Wednesday and collect your certificate. Students with more than 50 hours will also get a sweet treat.
Nice. The Social Studies Honor Society is collecting items for the Wheaton Shelter for the Homeless until this Friday. Drop off any personal hygiene products, cleaning supplies, or toiletries to the main office before Friday.
Seniors, graduation speeches are due tomorrow, so make sure to finish them up now.
And as we continue our May mental health awareness tip of the day, today's bingo clue is to list your strengths.
There are still some prizes available if your class gets bingo.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Geneva. Thanks for having us on the air. It's been fun.
Have a marvelous Monday, Geneva, and thank you, Dr. Barrett, for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Breka.
Thank you.